Today I will be discussing how College Radio How has enabled me to use formative assessment more efficiently and more effectively in my classroom. Previously, students would go to the board and show how to perform a Punnett square problem. Now I use Show Me and Explain Everything to make this process go more efficient and more effectively. In the upcoming videos, you will see how students explain their work, and I actually get to see their thought process as they go through these problems. The first video will show a student going through their thought process as they solve a simple Punnett square. I get to see where they pull information from and how they fill out the chart. The students used Notability to solve the problem on their iPad, and then they used that screenshot and Show Me to record their audio and submit it to me.
The capital F's are dominant and the lowercase f's represent people with the disease. Ellen is a homozygous dominant, so I put 2 capital F's on top in the red. And Peter has the disease, so I put 2 lowercase f's on the left in the blue. I then combine the ones on top and to the left to make my Punnett square. The results were all capital F and lowercase f, so the ratio of normal children to children with the disease is 4 to 0. 100% of their children are normal, 0% have the disease.
Hearing their thought process is very, very valuable. I actually get to see what mistakes they're making, and I also get to see what they're doing correct and share that with the rest of the class. In this video, a student uses Explain Everything to complete a similar type of problem. This problem is an incomplete and codominance problem. Again, you get to hear the student's thought process, and I can make evaluations, make corrections. It's very nice to be able to stop and say, here's a common error, or this is a good strategy. And sometimes you get to actually learn more about the content that you're teaching from the students themselves.
Okay, we're going to do some more Punnett scores. So the question here is, what would the genotype and phenotype of a cross between a red rose and a pink rose be? So in this case, it's not an issue between dominant and recessive genes. This is a case of codominance. So what we're going to do instead of dominant and recessive is we're going to have R equal red and W equal white. And RW,
I like that the student is telling me the difference between complete dominance and incomplete dominance. This gives me a good evaluation of their understanding of the concepts I'm teaching in class.
You could tell that it's a codominant relationship because all the letters we're going to be using are capitalized. Now onto the actual problem. Okay, so doing the actual Punnett square, the problem calls for 1 red rose, represented by R, respectively, and a pink rose, which would be, as we discussed before, R, W. Now, to do what you do in a Punnett square.